Hi guys, welcome back to the Luna Galaxy. I'm so happy that you could be here. We are doing our first speed build of Tiny Living. I'm so excited that I got this pack, just seeing what it has to store. But before we get fully into it, please subscribe, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, hit that little bell so you don't miss any of the next videos, and also be sure to click down below on the Twitch link when we do live builds and along with other forms of video games if you'd like to check that out and actually chat with me a one-on-one. So going into this, like I said, it was the first speed build of Tiny Living, and starting off, I want to apologize. I did this build at about 3 in the morning. I was sick and I couldn't sleep, was uncomfortable, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go play Sims. And looking back on it, for whatever reason, I did not have a steady hand. I tried to cut out as much as I could of me turning way too much, but I still wanted to show off the build, so I'm really sorry if you've made it this far. That means you like what you see so far and you want to see what's gonna happen. So the tiny build that I'm doing is tier 2. It is where you use no more than 100 tiles. I believe I ended at 78. I kind of wanted to do the full 100, but I was fine with the 78. But I mean, if there's a time where you guys want to see me do a tier 1 or tier 3 and use exactly the amount of tiles, please put that down in the comments and we can get going with that. But I know lately that I've been doing a lot more builds that are either real to Sims or I'm just kind of pulling them out of my head. But I've noticed every time I do builds like that, it takes me a long time to finish them as an interior wise because I don't feel too excited about it. I love the houses that are in the gallery that I've built, but the last 2 houses, I actually had a theme and a character in mind, so I got them done because I was excited to actually play them, and I hope to do a playthrough with this house and the goth house that I posted up earlier. So my idea with this house was the character that I see in here is like a starving artist. She's not too starving because the house is actually pretty well put together, but I just picture her newly out of college. She finally moved out of her parents' house. She's come somewhere new. She went into like painting, and she loves flowers, so she does flower arrangements, and she's just trying to get on her feet. She didn't need anything big, something small. I'm thinking about giving her a cat. I don't know why, but I feel like she's a cat person, which is funny because I usually don't lean towards cats. But with her, this is just the image I'm finding. It's really cute. It's very quaint. The cardboard is probably my favorite, even though it took me, not even gonna lie, like 30 minutes because, like I said, me and Ruth's this day just were not clicking. Everything that I know about Ruth's apparently did not like me, and I forgot how to do everything. I went back to beginner mode, and so, you know, I did it. So, but I'm still happy with it. I think it's adorable. And I didn't want it to be in any of the other places where it's greenery everywhere because I always build there. This is my first time I actually built in the desert, and I was excited to see what colors I could actually bring to it because I didn't specifically want to do the typical clay or sand look. I mean, I did go with a lighter yellow, but it's not that orange and that clay color or like the brown. So I feel like it still kind of ties in. I had to tell myself to kind of keep it down with the greenie because I didn't want to overdo it. Like you're walking down the street and you see brown, and all of a sudden, bam, all this color. But at the same time, it does speak her as an artist. She loves color, and you'll see that in the inside of the house when I start doing the interior. But I really love the outcome of what I did because, like you see, I put some pinks, I put some reds, and I think I put maybe like 1 purple, and then the other things I just try to get that were more kind of, I'm like, honestly, dead. The more of the dead look, and the browns, the darker browns, and even some of the darker greens, kind of like they were that fall color kind of slipping over. But it definitely probably was more of a challenge to try and not do as colorful and vibrant in this area, but I do like that difference that I normally have been doing, which really, if you saw the last build with the goth house, you think I would be able to handle browns when I did mainly black, reds, and purples. But browns in this color it's not the same as black. You can get anything to go with black compared to this. Sorry, I don't know what my dog is doing. She's doing something. But yeah, even here, the usage of more rocks. I don't normally do rocks, especially like in a front yard or anything like that. I probably would do like a patio set or something that would be like sitting area. But I was just like, you know what? Let's try something different. I'm really utilizing the debug option a lot more. I absolutely love it. I really love that the fact that whatever, well, not everything, but majority of things in the debug that, you know, it's not going to cost you in the house. So a lot of the plants that I know that I found elsewhere, and I can just get them out of debug, and they were technically free, so it saves on the cost of how much the house actually is. And with it being a tiny house, I don't think it should be super expensive. I mean, it's tiny. But I still had a lot of fun doing this build. If you have tiny living, let me know down below, which tier do you like doing? Do you like having the challenge of doing a smaller house, or do you prefer doing bigger houses? Me personally, like I said, I have a tendency to do bigger houses, but when I do those bigger houses, I have a problem with myself of, one, not finishing it because it's too much house, or I just have too much space and I'm like, okay, this is a little too much for me. But I'm really loving tiny living, and really the colors that a lot of the items have come with it. And I was really shocked that they went that vibrant, but happy at the same time. So right now, I like that the lot, actually, the one that I picked is a smaller lot, because I was like, you know what? This is probably the first time I haven't really had a massive backyard, because I never know what to do with backyards either. It's just like, I want a fire pit. That's it. And, you know, but I actually didn't mind having a smaller backyard and pretty much partially fenced it in. And went ahead, I feel like everyone should have a grill. I mean, no matter what type of person you are, you should have a grill and a nice table back there for when, you know, you have the friends over, or that special someone somewhere for you to go. But even with it not really having too much grass back here, I think it turned out pretty well. Just having a nice sitting area and everything, and then trying to put a little bit of greenery back here. And I mean, it has a water hose, but I mean, you don't really need to water too much stuff, but it's all right. So now going into the house, the shape of it alone, I didn't realize what shape I had going for it until I got in. And then I was like, oh, crap, what are we going to do? I knew the items I wanted to use, but then I was like, crap, how are we going to put this? So, like, someone did tell me that they did like the layout after they saw it. But first off, like, the TV right there kind of was like, I don't know if I want to put this here, because my mind always goes to real life. And it's like, okay, if this TV was here, where would it plug up at? And then my mind started wandering. And I've actually lived somewhere where there was an outlet in the floor. So my mind went there. And then I was like, well, you know, there's a rug. She could have an outlet, you know, on the wall, and the, you know, the cords under the rug. So I was like, you know what? This is going to work. It's okay. It's fine. I think that's what the biggest part with me with building. I try and make things as real life as possible that could hurt me or be good for me at the same time. I think that's why it takes me sometimes a long time to decorate, because I'm like, okay, really, would this be doable? And now you see me here. I was actually struggling with trying to find a place for the bathroom. Smaller spaces, you don't know where to put a bathroom. And I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know where this bathroom is going to go. I originally did want a walk-in shower. But eventually I actually was like, you know what? That's a perfect spot for a bathtub. And I mean, the bathtub fits perfectly. It is usable. I did put her in there and she was able to fit. And I was actually trying to do the one square idea because I actually don't have the university pack, and then this weird thing happened. I don't know what I was thinking and trying to do with this wall. Why would anyone want a half a wall bathroom? I don't know, but it sounded like a good idea to kind of just keep the room open, and I was like, yeah, no, just give them some privacy in the bathroom. And then this was me thinking, okay, maybe, the Murphy bed's too close to the bathroom. I'm like, it's a tiny house. Everything is too close to everything. This is nothing new. So I feel like that doing a tiny home kind of made you think a lot more about placement and about, okay, can they move here? Is this logical? So that was another factor that I didn't think I would have to think about with smaller spaces, that now you really have to make sure, okay, can they get through this? Because in The Sims, if it's a centimeter off, they act like they can't reach it. So I think there should be a cheat for that, to where the Sims can get to anything no matter what, which, I mean, I think that should just be in base game, honestly. I think that Maxis should really get up on that and be like, hey, let's not limit our Sims to squares anymore. Let's let them have free will in a way that makes sense. But I kind of get it, I kind of don't get it, but we'll see what the future holds, because we gotta advance somewhere up in the world and let our Sims be able to not live in the square lifestyle, because who wants to be square all the time? So like I was saying, with the tiny living color, like, these colors are vibrant, they're beautiful. I even like the shade of browns on the Murphy bed on the TV stand. They just came out very beautifully, very proud of them. It really makes me think of Gypsy, and what's so funny is I've been wanting to do a room based on like a Gypsy or anything like that, and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't specifically have everything, but I have some stuff. And this is what you see me here. I do this a lot. I just go into, the options, and I grab everything and just put it on the floor. I think that's the easiest thing to do, instead of search every 5 seconds. Just go all at one time, grab it, and just start throwing it on the floor, and then grab it and go. That's probably the easiest way to build. And another thing that I love to do, I love layering objects like this to actually make it look like there's a person living here. There's postcards on the refrigerator, and just the clutter and debug and what is there. I absolutely love it. It just changes a room so quickly, and just, it's the little things that make me happy. And as I did this kitchen, for some odd reason, you see the sink here, but somewhere in time I accidentally deleted it. And so I think in the pictures, the screenshots that I took, the sink isn't there. But before I put the house in the gallery, I did put the sink back, because I looked, I was like, where the world did the sink go? So you see it here, you won't see it in the pictures, but I promise you it is in the gallery with the sink. I couldn't do that to you guys. But yeah, there I'm putting her easel there. And once I put her easel in there and got everything else going that I wanted, I was like, okay, we need to make this look like, an artist lives here. So I had to have the canvases. I have little things like pencils and notebooks and pens. And I went ahead and gave her the tapestry thing outside and the flower arrangement booth table out there, because that kind of all ties in. My main goal here is that I want her to actually make a living off of being an artist, and I want to see how far we can go. Can we get her to, that multi-billionaire famous artist or not? Or will she fall in love instead and have a family? We don't know. So next time we do this, I really hope that we'll actually get to create her, and then we will start playing with her. I don't know if I'm going to mainly do it live or just do a play with me and just post it. Kind of let me know in the comments if you want to kind of see where this is going to take off with her. And maybe even if I do it live, come in to the Twitch stream and help me create her and give her the attributes and different things, and maybe do a spin the wheel. Maybe I'm trying to decide what exactly it is that I want to go with her, but I'm really excited to actually get this storyline with her. I had a few people ask me if I was going to do a play along, play with me, whatever you want to call them, and I had some ideas in the past to do it, and I just never got to it. But I feel like now is the time. She is like the perfect person for that. But we're going to be getting close to the screenshots soon. So let me know what is your favorite part about this tiny home. If you want to leave some suggestions or comments, even what your favorite thing about the new pack is, I would love to hear them. Again, don't forget to hit that bell so you don't miss any of the next videos from The Sims, from fighting games, from Overwatch, from, I'm a variety streamer. I do all kinds of things. So I definitely want to hear from you guys, and we will see you next time. This is Luna, Galaxy out. Alright guys, I want to say thank you for another fun video here on the Luna Galaxy. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the next videos. Hit that little bell. But check out one of these videos down here that's previously posted. And I hope you can check out some of the live streams over on Twitch. Alright? I love you guys. Bye.